Hi Aries, this is your bonus tarot reading for this month. We'll have 3 separate spreads in this reading. In the first spread, we'll look at what you urgently need to know right now, and it could be about pretty much anything, whatever comes up. Then in the second spread, we'll be looking at the advice for the urgent message in the first spread. And in the third spread, we'll look at the next good thing that'll happen to you in the near future. Please like, share, and subscribe to support this channel. Here's what you urgently need to know right now, Aries. We have the Ace of Wands clarified by the Page of Wands. We have the Knight of Pentacles. Then we have the Four of Swords clarified by the Six of Swords and the Five of Wands. And we have the Chariot on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with pretty much any zodiac sign, Aries. We do have fire. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We do have Earth, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We have Cancer. So what I think is happening right now, you will receive an offer. It could be work, business, finances related offer, or it could be love. It could be. All right, because we start off with the Ace of Wands, clarified by the Page of Wands, and the Knight of Pentacles, right? Those 3 cards are talking about that offer. And what I kind of like about it is it's both fire and earth. Right, so fire could be coming from a fellow fire sign, or it could be coming from an earth sign. But whatever the nature of this offer is, it contains multiple elements to it, right? The Ace of Wands with the Page of Wands, this is that offer. It could be a business offer, it could be a job offer, it could be somebody wants to partner up with you, perhaps somebody has an idea, you may have an idea yourself, right? And the Knight of Pentacles is a very grounded and serious energy, right? This is the type of energy that usually talks about long term, even though it's coming in with the fire indicator. But together with the Knight of Pentacles, it's not that bad, right? Just the Ace of Wands on its own would have been a bit questionable. To me at least, but with the Knight of Pentacles, it's a good sign, right? This is something long-term. If this is work-related or business-related, it will potentially make you a lot of money. Perhaps you got a job now and somebody wants to hire you, and this job offer will simply land on your lap. It's not like you're looking for a job, but it will just land on your lap. Same goes for work, business, and finances, right? In terms of business offers. Okay, if this is about love, then yeah, a lot of passion with the Ace of Wands, and again, long-term potential with the Knight of Pentacles. So somebody is really excited, really fired up about you, but at the same time, they're looking at you from a long-term perspective with the Knight of Pentacles. With the Knight of Pentacles, you can always plan ahead. Always, right? We also have the Chariot on the bottom of the deck. It could be Cancer you're dealing with, but you know, the Chariot is the only major arcana card on the table, right? So this is a card of victory, success. It's a card of a triumph. It's a card of moving forward and not looking back. All right, for some of you, relocation or travel could be a part of this. And at the end, we do have the Four of Swords, clarified by the Six of Swords and the Five of Wands. So this is where you start having doubts about this, right? This is you needing some time to wrap your head around this. You will be struggling with this decision a little bit because the Five of Wands, in this particular case, I believe this is your internal struggle, right? Should I go? Should I accept this offer? Should I not? Should I do this? Should I not? The Six of Swords in between the Four of Swords and the Five of Wands, again, very similar energy to the Chariot, especially if travel or relocation or moving forward is involved here, right? And with the Six of Swords, this is what you're trying to decide. Should you go for it or not? And with the Four of Swords, you'll need time to think about it, right? I don't see you being really rushed into it. You will have time to think about it, but from what I see right now, the offer is legit. Whatever the nature of this offer is, love related or, you know, business, work related, I think it's legit, right? The Page of Wands is a message or a bunch of messages between you and this person. All right, so yeah, in the second spread, let's take a look at the advice for this situation real quick. Here's the second spread. Aries, this is the advice for the first spread that we just saw. We have the Eight of Cups, the Ace of Swords clarified by the Knight of Wands. We have the Nine of Cups and the Ten of Wands on the bottom of the deck. The advice for you is to move forward with this offer that's coming your way. There is no major arcana cards, by the way, right? These are all minor arcana cards. So it's up to you. It's up to you either way. Free will is always at play. but especially with this situation, right? The Eight of Cups, the first card that came out, this is you leaving. So perhaps the problem is that you will have to leave something or someone behind in order for you to move forward, especially if it has to do with work. Perhaps, like I said, you have a job right now, and perhaps you really like the job, you like the people you work with, but this is better. You know, the Knight of Pentacles that we saw in the first spread is a really decent chunk of change. All right, so perhaps that's what the dilemma is, because you already have something going for you right now, and here comes this offer, and the offer is very promising, right? If this is about love, perhaps for some of you, you could already be talking to somebody right now, and here comes the challenge, and here comes the new person, right? But the new person could be better, you know, could be better. All right. For some of you, perhaps you will have to relocate to be together with this person, right? Perhaps that's what the Eight of Cups is all about. And we spoke about this during the first spread. Or perhaps you will have to eventually leave your parents' home, or perhaps you rent an apartment or a house together with roommates, and you will eventually have to leave them, right? Or something like that. Yeah, the Ten of Wands on the bottom of the deck is a card of a burden. I think this whole situation is a burden from the point of view of you actually making this move. This is you struggling with this, right? Just the whole thing of you having to make this change is a burden for you, right? Because as we saw in the first spread, you were struggling, or you will be struggling. But again, with the Ace of Swords clarified by the Knight of Wands and the Nine of Cups that follows, I believe the advice for you is to embrace this offer, to accept this offer, right? I believe you're the person in the Knight of Wands. This is a fire sign indicator. This is you getting all fired up, getting all excited, getting on your horse and charging ahead. The Ace of Swords often comes through as the word yes. Okay, the Ace of Swords is a very straightforward, very direct conversation. Perhaps if you are unclear about something, you can follow up. Perhaps think about it, and perhaps you have like a follow-up questions, and then you can answer those questions, right? But the Ace of Swords is a card of clarity. It's a card of yes. It's a brand new beginning, right? The Nine of Cups right next to the deck is a card of a wish come true. It's also a card of personal satisfaction and fulfillment. So I think at the end of the day, you will feel like this was, at some point in the future, you will look back at this and you'll think, yes, this was the right thing to do. Even though you had your doubts, you struggled with this, but you will think that, yes, this was the right thing to do. All right, so I hope this makes sense. Aries. We're moving forward. Spread number 3 is the next good thing that will happen to you in the near future. Here's the last spread. Aries, this is the next good thing that will happen to you that will at least put a smile on your face. We have the Eight of Wands clarified by the Star. We have the Emperor, the King of Swords clarified by the Six of Cups. And we have the Six of Wands on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with an air sign. Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Yeah, this King of Swords right next to the deck clarified by the Six of Cups, you'll be hearing from them, or you'll be seeing them. It could be someone from the past, right? The Six of Cups clarifying the King of Swords is a soulmate card, so it could be a new person. But it could also be a card of somebody from the past, not necessarily an ex, right? The Six of Cups could be either an ex or just someone from the past. And I think it's really good news to begin with, right? The Eight of Wands clarified by the Star together with the Six of Wands, some good news, right? The Eight of Wands could be a card of communication, a lot of communication, back and forth communication. And at the same time, it could be a card of travel, all right? It could be both, you know, communication and travel, okay? And my favorite interpretation of the Eight of Wands is the Cupid's Arrows card, all right? So this could be about love. The Star clarifying the Eight of Wands could be an Aquarius, right? If this King of Swords is an Aquarius, it makes total sense, because King of Swords is any air sign, and an Aquarius, the Star card is also an air sign. So it makes sense in that case, right? The Star is also a card of a wish come true. You know, something people usually wish for, hope for a very long time. So perhaps this communication, this travel, this trip has something to do with some kind of a wish that is being granted. The Six of Wands on the bottom of the deck is a card of victory, success. It's a card of recognition. It's a card of being awarded, rewarded, or it's a card of feeling good about yourself or feeling good about what's going on, right? The Emperor in the middle, that's you. Aries, that's you. That's your major arcana card. And again, the King of Swords clarified by the Six of Cups. Yeah, the thing about another thing about the Six of Cups, it's always like very warm energies, right? It's always something nice, something that will put a smile on your face. It's always like good news. It's always time spent together, and it's a really pleasant time spent together. So since this is the next good thing that'll happen to you, so I assume whatever has to do with this King of Swords, it's good news. All right, for very few of you, the King of Swords could be like a lawyer, right? And if you're like in the middle of a lawsuit, they may, tell you that your lawsuit is going very well in your favor, something like that. But that's just for very few of you. Other than that, it's still really good news. All right, so yeah, that's what I have for you, Aries, for this reading, for this time period. If this video resonates with you, please like it. Please also share and subscribe. And other than that, Aries, have an amazing October.